Hello, everybody, and welcome to Global Speedrun Association's Super Mario Bros. 1 any% tournament. We are in round 2. Today we have GTAce99 versus PMniac. How are you two doing today?
Doing
I'm
all right.
feeling good.
Yeah, so PMniac, I know you've been grinding for that sub 5 recently. How do you feeling coming into today's matchup?
I'm really nervous because my opponent is really strong and I don't know if I can make through this phase or not, but I'm happy with the progress I've made so far.
Yeah, GTAce, what about you?
I'm all right. I've been doing a lot of warpless recently, so I haven't been practicing my any %, so I could easily make a mistake or two. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping to play to the best of my abilities.
You are the favorite coming to the match, according to seeding. Of course, anything can happen, as we've seen in these races. We've seen a lot, but of course, more stuff can always happen. Stuff happens that we've never seen before all the time. What kind of strats will you two be going for today? Any sub 5 strats?
I'm gonna go for power-ups and just play safe. Hopefully
Yeah,
get some sub 510s.
I'm gonna go for the fire out as well.
Fire out, alright.
I might go for sub 5 strats in like one run, but that'll be all.
Ooh, spicy. Yeah, what are you, I guess, most nervous about? If you had to choose one thing about the run.
Probably 8-2.
Yeah, that's worrisome. What about you, GT?
Yeah, A-Touch 2 is definitely a pain, but I just want to get the wrong warp, because if you fail that, it's over, so
Oh yeah.
just don't fail that. You're good.
Yeah, so I guess we can start up soon. Thank you guys for joining into this pre-race interview, and good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Simp, are you ready for this? Best of 9 Global Speedrun Association action.
I am very ready. I am more ready than anyone could possibly ever imagine. I haven't personally ever played SMB1. I've seen a fair amount of it, but I'm excited to learn what exactly is going on. Rocks.
Yeah, this game, it's a nut. It really, nutty things come from this game all the time. Every time there's a new world record, the world goes insane. People get on CNN.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. This game, you'd think like with a game that's so short and you could only go, theoretically so fast that the world record would eventually, not go down anymore, but people are continuing to bring it down. I guess there was actually a really cool infographic that I saw on the Speedrun Reddit that basically detailed what strats are missing that like TAS does that humans don't do. And there's still a couple, so it seems like we will be seeing more records to come.
Yeah, there is that graphic. I know which one you're talking about. It's very in-depth, very goes in detail. Since really the beginning of speedrunning Super Mario Bros. 1, back in the days where 5:15 was the world record, which seems insane. Now it's a 4:55, 20 seconds slower. We've seen so many legendary runners come from this game. Andrew G, Blubber, Cosmic, Darbian, and now Sumwes again with the record.
It's heated.
It really is.
It's getting hot in the kitchen. A lot of bakers, a lot of chefs, but they're making it work. They're still able to produce a tasty and nutritional meal, and hopefully we'll get an equally tasty race here. Best of 9 seems like a lot, but it kind of goes by in a flash.
By. It does fly by. It all of a sudden you look up at the clock, and race starts 0-0. Don't know who's gonna win going into it, and then all of a sudden it's over, and someone comes out victorious, moving on to the next round with a chance to win the entire tourney.
a chance to win $1 million in our dreams. Soon to come.
We'll get there. We're getting there.
We're
Work in
humble
progress.
beginning. Humble beginning. So, Rox, you are the guy. You know stuff about this game. I don't particularly know a lot. What should I know? And for the viewers out there that don't really know what's going on either, what is important to be looking at?
I would say the first thing to know is how frame rules work. Because frame rules are basically, it decides time loss for every level except 8-4. Frame rules are a 21 frame window where each level kind of loads in the next one. The legendary Darbian likes to describe it as a bus. And every time you finish a level, you're waiting at the bus stop. Also, simply, with the 4-month resub, with the clock, can we get some?
That's right. Can we get some
fire
clocks
in the chat?
Get it going. Give me some energy out here.
I always put speedrun clock because it's a clock.
So frame rules. So
frame
20
rules.
frames. I don't really get that.
21 frames.
What?
Yes.
21 frames. Okay.
The game basically loads the next level in 21-second increments. Think of it as a bus stop. Every time you finish a level, you're waiting at the bus stop, and the bus comes every 21 seconds or 21 frames. Every 21 frames, it takes you to the next level, and you start your journey on the next level. So, if you lose 21 frames on a level, or more or less, depending on which frame rule you entered and when you entered, you will have up to 21 frames to lose to get the most optimal time, I guess. So if 1-1, you lose 21 frames or more than 21 frames in 1-1, then you will be a frame rule behind the optimal time, per se. Also, we are starting now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and
we're going.
We're going.
There is a slight stream delay, so they have gone somewhere in the world, and here we go. It's getting popping.
And timers are going, and we're off. Off 1-1, 1-1. You're going to be grabbing this mushroom. Usually you don't want to grab this mushroom optimally, of course, but it is a race. You don't want to die at all. Dying is slow. Don't die. And that room, they just passed the coin room. It is faster to go in that room than taking the top route. And another thing to mention is grabbing the flagpole at the top is faster because you don't hit the ledge at the little bottom, like that little brick.
Yeah.
And let's see, I believe they are in the same frame rule. I didn't really see the middle of the bottom room. But right now, they're grabbing this fire in 1-2. This is necessary. Fire, you can shoot things and kill them and make life easy. However,
this does appear to make it quite easy. Just
yes,
kind of
it does.
Here. Oh, and the piranhas taking them down.
Take out everything in your sight except for those. Well, you can take out the Goombas and Kubas. Not necessarily. It's makes it easier. Well, it does make it easier than normal, no power, like powerless. But it's still very difficult. You're in 4-1 right now. This is probably the easiest level in the run. Not much can really go wrong, unless one of them decides to go for flagpole glitch, which is a whole different beast, to save a frame roll. But they have fire strat, so I doubt they're going to be going for it. And you should get a 340 optimally, and they both looks like they get it.
Not
and
too shabby.
Heading into 4-2. 4-2, right here, there's a wrong warp. And the way the wrong warp works is that you want to get farther to the right of the screen than you normally would by bumping. Bumping is when you jump backwards into a wall or, anything with a flat wall-like substance. But they don't need to do that with fire strats because they can just, clip into the bottom of it and just slide. And GTAce gets the wrong warp, warps you all the way up. If you miss that wrong warp, it's basically game over. The respawn point is terrible, and you basically just need to run out of time, and it's super slow, and you don't want that to happen. Now, World 8, definitely, it's half the run, and 8-1's a very difficult level. One of the most difficult in the game, especially when you're learning the game. Usually, without powerless, you jump on the pipes, the very edges of the pipes, to jump over the piranhas that you see in the past. But they don't need to do that. They can just kill it now with the fire flower they have achieved. It looks like GTAce is a little ahead. Timers are GTAce's timer is a second ahead, but that will be fixed. And it looks like GTAce has a lead, though, getting a nice 200. Hopefully you got good judges. I didn't see if you got the star or not. Was missing it. Judges is where basically there's exactly, if you lose one frame at all in 8-1, then you will lose a frame rule. It is one of those levels that, unfortunately, that happens, and it's a very difficult level. This is the 8-2. You heard before that they were both terrified of this level. For good reason. There are a lot of very difficult jumps and Koopas that are very hard to read their movement, especially where GTA's just passed. And that ending Koopa can be miserable. Luckily, you got the good pattern, except scraping up. But PMniac taking a death early.
That is no good. Especially right near the end. That's gonna hurt. So now he's Little Mario, and
now
that's
it's Small Mario, and that's really not good. There was a mushroom in this level that he can grab. Maybe he'll get it, maybe he doesn't. We'll see. Now, GTA's on 8-3. Those hammer bros are miserable when you're Small Mario. Looks like PMniac did not get the mushroom. I would have gotten if I were him. And yeah, these hammer bros are torturous. You really don't know their pattern. You just kind of have to react super quickly. You're going to see him bump up on the sledge on purpose because he does not want to get a 3 on the timer. If you get a 3 or 6, 3 or 1 on the timer, you will get that many fireworks, which is really slow. Fireworks tend to be slow. And now 8-4, final level. That first jump has trolled many people, as you can possibly count, who have played this game. And here's a cool thing. You just run to the piranha, and it just goes away, and you can run right through it. This room, I'm not sure if he's going to be going for wall jump. Let's see if he gets it. And he nails it. Beautiful.
Okay.
That's a frame, pixel, both frame and pixel perfect trick. And PMniac taking a dip on the hammer bros. And game's over. Luckily, he does know the continue code. And he just can start right back at 8-1. Doesn't have to restart the game. Also, hitboxes, when you're big, it kind of... Well, hitboxes in the game are really wonky. That's why you can, like... PMniac jumping over the piranha plants, but GTAce with a 5:07, which is a great time.
Not bad.
That's a very good time for Fire Strat, sub 5:10. While PMniac is in 8-1, we're going to be getting the next race started up soon.
So, I've seen one of these races before, and I saw one player going Big Mario, one going Little Mario, but I don't think the Big Mario was using Fire Flower. Is that any slower? Like, is there a reason to not get it as Big Mario?
Naturally, it depends on what level you saw it in. If it was, well, it is faster, except it's a lot more risky, because one, you don't have the fire. So that's automatically a disadvantage to having the, fire flower, because you can't just throw things like fire at enemies. You can't throw the speedrun fire. And you really don't lose any time if you get the mushroom in 1-1 and the fire flower in 1-2, because it's kind of an immediate grab. So there's really no point in getting it. If you get hit with the fire flower, you're automatically reverted back to Small Mario. It's not like any other Mario Bros. Game where, you get hit, then you get reverted back to Big Mario, but powerless, but he has a mushroom. And then if you get hit by after that, then you revert back to the, Small Mario. But if you lose Fire Mario and then you get a mushroom in, say, 8-2, then, yeah, you get Big Mario. And then I don't think, and there is a Fire Flower you can get in 8-3, but it's slow to get, because it's in the middle of one of those Hammer Bro ladders, I call them, even though they're not ladders.
Okay.
So right now, we're going to be moving on to round 2, coming up very soon.
We are on round 2, game 2 coming up. It's getting steamy. Yes. It's getting hot. It's getting a little bit sweaty.
It
There's
really
a little bit
is.
of sauce.
GTA is coming up with the early lead. PM, he needs to step it up if he wants to come back. We're in round 2. Matches will be getting closer. Unlike my match, which was a 5-0 bop down, I got destroyed.
The bop down. We saw a lot of those in round 1.
Yes. But hey, it's round 1. That's to make these brackets fair. So at the end, they're absolutely nutty to be the absolute greatest matches they can be. It will be. We have to have some bop downs in round 1.
You never know. You might see a bop down in round 2. You might see a bop down in round 3.
Might see a bop down in the
Quarterfinals.
finals.
That would be incredible.
It would be incredible. We saw a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago or so, Some West versus Cosmic, a best of 7 showcase, and that went on to go to the 7th game, 3-3 entering the final round, and I forget who won, but it was super close that last race. It was a nut. It was a nut. It truly was.
That's unfortunate for the people participating in No Nut November, but
It
these
really.
are
It
these are the
wasn't in
risks we
November though.
take.
It was not in November. It was
Oh,
in previous
perfect
months.
then. All right, we're
Mhm.
good then.
Yeah. But as it comes to be with these GSA 20s, a lot of nutty things happen. So
These are the facts.
yeah.
They have been presented. All right, we got the countdown going.
3,
Game 2 coming
2,
up.
1.
GTAce is up 1 game over PMniac. Looking pretty strong, I might say, in that game 1.
Yes. Also,
Everything
another thing
kinda
to
going pretty well.
That was a very good round 1 from them. Another thing to mention is their timers. They start with like -3.27 and -2 point whatever he had. That's to set up like a good frame roll for round 1, or for good RNG, I guess good RNG as you would call it, except it's based on frame rolls, so not RNG. But a casual player would call it RNG if they knew what that meant. They would call it luck. GTA is getting cut up on the stairs, hitting the bottom of it. Not sure what he was going for. Maybe he was going for flagpole glitch. I'm not really sure. That's an early lead for PMniac. Yeah, going into 1-2. PMniac, even though it looks like it's behind, maybe something happened. There's a stink. Okay. Yeah, PMniac.
We are synced,
2
baby.
frame rolls ahead. Like 2 frame rolls ahead. Grabbing the fire a little earlier. Being ahead here, which is good when you're in a race. Being ahead is typically the good thing.
Rock's bringing up some pretty strong points. Can't really argue with that. It is good to be ahead in a race. And these players, man, they're just charging through 1-2 right now, taking out everybody in their path. Again, opting for Big Mario strats. I feel like Big Mario is the way to...
Take a slip there. GTAce is a frame roll ahead, I want to say. It's very difficult to tell. Now, yeah, GTAce is ahead now. That was a rough slip up from PMniac, getting caught underneath the pipe and losing his fire on that pipe jump.
Uh-oh,
You
what's he gonna do?
You have around a 10-frame window to jump over the piranha plants without getting hit. GTA's getting flagpole glitch. Oh my god, that is insane. Flagpole glitch, that's gonna save some time there. Great job from him. It skips the flagpole animation. The flagpole going down, and he just walks to the castle immediately. What a nut. Now 4-2. Missing that. Oh, what's he gonna do now? He's just gonna do the bump strategy. Smart move. Doing the actual cutscene is very slow. However, PMniac missing the wrong warp. No! Oh, that's probably gonna be it.
It's a bit of a yikes.
That is rough. Yeah, he just resets back at 1-1. That's rough. If you miss wrong warp, you spawn later in the level than you can be if you want to wrong warp. And it's a rip. It's game over from there, really. It's an automatic reset. You can't really come back from that.
So GTA's looking like he'll take another game here.
Unless something happens. Something can always happen.
This is
Still
true.
possible. If he dies and if he game's over in 8-4, that can happen. We've seen that in round 1. That was something that happened. And 1-1 through 1. The first 4 levels are a lot quicker than the last 4 levels, especially 8-1 being very long, which GTAce gets through just fine. Now 8-2, a beast of a level. Getting that little duck jump, not getting hit by any of the enemies, that is a very difficult jump. Making through all of these Bullet Bill, Buzzy Beetle, Piranha Plant, Koopa, Paratroopa, madness. There we go, that's the word.
It's a madhouse.
Yeah, it really is. Getting bad luck from that Koopa, on a bad frame rule, as we call them. But making it through just fine still as his flower. Heading to 8-3, hoping to get some good, good Hammer Bro patterns. Something that he can read, hopefully to keep his fire and win round or game 2.
Yeah, we'll see how these Hammer Bros. They've definitely been causing a bit of trouble for a lot of players.
Have.
When you don't got fire.
Slowing down there.
Okay.
Smart move to slow down there. Playing it safe. And he doesn't need to slow down, but he did a little bit just so he didn't get the 243. 243 is 3 fireworks and is very slow. Fireworks are slow because it's just an extra long animation. PMniac now should be getting the wrong warp as long as he doesn't get hit or fall in the pit, while GTAce is in 8-4. But PMniac is going to need a comeback here. And need a lot of help from GTAce. But there is a chance. Wall jump, nice. 2 for 2 on the wall jump GTA's. That is a great strat. There is sort of a setup for it. You still have to be, pixel perfect and frame perfect on your inputs, but there is a setup to it to hit the wall jump pixel, as we call it, which is like every 16 pixels from a wall, top or bottom, is the little crevice where the 2 blocks meet. But GG to GTAce.
Doesn't even
5-11. Getting hit, that's fine though. He had fire, Mario challenges it.
Yes, he did. Man, the hitboxes in this game are kind of nutty. They
really are. They are very interesting.
They are not represented at all by their graphics.
Yeah, it causes a lot of frustration, especially Bowser. Optimally, if Bowser throws the hammers at you, you're gonna have to jump right through them because you can't jump under Bowser because there's just not enough room. You'll die. You have to just challenge his hammers, and looks like you're going to die no matter what. But if you get lucky enough, you can jump right through his hammers and make it on through. Now, GTAce up 2-0. PM is in a little bit of a situation here. He needs to pull out all the strats if he wants, a chance. In 8-3 right now. Needs some help from GTAce if he wants to win this one. So this is a good representation of 8-3 powerless, actually. Gets really bad pattern on the Hammer Bros there. But
Little Mario time. 8-3.
Yeah, 8-3 is it's a huge yikes for any Super Mario Bros. Runner. You have these Hammer Bros, which are seemingly random, and yeah, it's rough. And these end, see right there, the jump, the hit, the ending.
You can't really do much about that, right?
Yeah.
You just have to wait. Little Mario, or can Little Mario fire off some balls?
He can't because he does not have the Fire Flower. It is a shame. It is a little rough. But congrats on GTAce on round 2.
Yeah.
The strat there usually for 8-3. Hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah, the strat for 8-3 powerless is to basically react. And if usually the strat for the first set of the 3 or the 2 Hammer Bros in between the 3 platforms is to go in the bottom over the pipe, because if you pipe jump, that's super risky. You need to do a double kill where you kill both of the Hammer Bros. You kill the top one by hitting the block under it and the bottom one, and then jumping over the next following pit. Very difficult strat. And then for the jumping over the ones that jump, the last 4, get lucky, I guess, really. There's no real way of telling if they're going to jump, if they're going to stay put, if they're going to throw hammers. And yeah, it's rough. It's a terrible level. Now we have to count down 3, 2, 1. They're off. Except we don't see that yet because there's a stream delay.
Supposedly, they're off. Game 3. GTA's looking, I mean, I don't know. He's looking super clean. Hasn't really slipped up anywhere in particular. PMniac just needs to shake it off, take a deep breath, put on his big man suit, get the flower, and just, you know, send some balls out there.
Yeah. Yes, that is how you do it, and that is how you win. Oh, GTA is getting caught up there. It's too early for PMniac. Necessary if he wants to, like, you know, come back at all. Going for flagpole glitch, doesn't get it. That's 5 in-game seconds. I'm not sure the exact frame rate I'm at, but it's a lot. As you see.
So yeah, strong start
right
for PMniac.
Yeah, great start. If he wants to come back from this. Too well, we've seen worse. We've seen people come back from worse. Anything can happen. Grabbing the flower. And going along. You know, killing everything in their path. Leaving a trail of no mercy.
Trail of terror.
Piranha plants everywhere.
Co-commentator getting a little bit violent here on the booth. Commentator getting a little scared.
That's how fire flowers work, though. Nintendo put that on us. I guess we can only be violent with fire. But they're on 4-1. No problem should happen here. Like I said earlier, you have a 10 frame window to jump over those pipes like PMniac did, or you can just kill them like GTAce did. And maybe GTAce goes for flagpole glitch again, we'll see. And he does not. That is fine, both getting a 340, but PMniac still in the lead.
So how much time does flagpole glitch, is that what you called it? Flagpole
flagpole glitch? Yes, FPG, flagpole glitch. It saves a frame roll on certain levels. You can do it on 8.1, but it really doesn't save any time because it does not save 21 frames to get to the next frame roll. So it saves 1 frame roll typically. Now, they both get the slide under the platform, and because you slide on the platform, it just kind of pushes you along. GTA is having trouble getting to the pipe.
Yeah.
But you do need to get onto a very leftmost pixel to get into the pipe and wrong warp at the same time.
Again,
PMniac missing! Ooh, that's the lead now for GTAce. Going into World 8.
And
however,
this is not good, because typically we've seen PMniac struggle with 8.1, 8.2, so I don't know, man. GTAce is he's in a good position right now.
I agree. PMniac really needs some help from GTAce here. But the way GTAce has been playing, GTAce is going to need to do something he hasn't done all night, which is, you know, mess up, really.
GTAce, the ultimate gamer.
Yeah,
Alpha gamer here.
511. Insane times, especially with the fire strat. 507, like what he got first race, that's insane time, even powerless. He's the 3 seed in this tourney, and showing why he has the time that he has, which is a 457. Very good at this game. PMniac though, no slouch, right behind him on this round 2, jumping through this madness, this madhouse of, you know, all the enemies. 8-2 is a level, certainly. And, saving some time over GTAce there with the good Koopa pattern, jumping right on the Koopa, onto that little mini pillar, jumping right over, while PMniac had to stop and duck for the Koopa to go over. Saving some time, but GTA still in the lead going into 8-3, where we saw PMniac have some troubles the last race.
8-3 is just like, it looks like a speedrunner's worst nightmare.
It's kind of miserable.
Because there's no predicting the hammer bros, is there? They're completely random.
They're not
there, but their movement.
You can sort of, like, you can have an idea with the frame rolls. PMniac getting a 1 though, that's not good. It's only
get some
1 firework, not too big of a deal. May lose only 1 frame roll, maybe not even lose any. There is a chance that you don't lose any frame rules with one firework. However, he did get a 241 instead of 242, and that's an in-game second slower. So that's not good, but it's still very close. Anything can happen. This can come down to wall jump or not. Let's see if GTAce can go 3 for 3. He does. Let's see if I can't tell. Doesn't get it though, and gets hit. This is not good.
What's he gonna do?
GTAce going to the water section, nailing that wrong warp. By the way, that is a wrong warp. You just have to scroll the screen far enough right, then go back into the pipe. Did PMniac get far enough from the screen? He did. Okay, good. GTAce here, barely making it past that fire bar. Making it smoothly through the water section. PMniac
Beautifully.
doing the same and making it while GTA's 509, insane. While PMniac finishes up shortly, see if he gets hit or not. Oh, he has to wait. And 516, still a very good time.
Yeah, not too shabby. Bringing it back. You know, building a little bit of momentum. This is what PMniac needs. Had that slip up getting into the pipe. What pipe was that? What world does that send you to? 8-1?
That was the one that was the world 4. Nails it in the lead, but just messes up getting into the pipe. He did that in the first round, I think, as well. Yeah, he's having trouble on these warping levels. Either be, getting to the pipe or just getting the wrong warp. Very not something you really want to see, but that was a great race from both of them.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can see more of that coming up. Hopefully we can see PMniac make the comeback. Would be very insane. It'd be nutty. It really would be. If there was one word to describe it, it would be nutty.
That's the word of the day here at
It really
GSA.
is.
Twitch.tv/speedrun. We are nutty. GTA's
Really
killing it. 3-0 lead. Will he take it 5-0? Can PMniac swipe a game? Can he reverse it? We'll have to find out next time on episode 4.
Which is
Soon.
now-ish, really. Like a minute or two. We're getting there. Also, talking about twitch.tv/speedrun, we also have twitch.tv/speedrunsm64 and twitch.tv/speedrunsmo for your Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Odyssey speedruns, respectively. They both just got partnered today. So all 3 speedrun channels, Global Speedrun Association channels are partnered with emotes that you can use on Twitch.
Incredible. And
It really is.
cheering, donating, subscribing, all benefits towards this tournament's prize
Exclamation
pool.
point cheer, exclamation point sub, exclamation point donate in the chat. Feel free to do so to support the winner of this tournament, or really top 4 of this tournament. And really right now, we're going to game 4.
This is true.
Insane race from both of them, really. That was 7 seconds. Doesn't get too much closer than that. You can only really get 7 seconds closer than that. Believe it or not.
So, do you know if GTAce, like for his PB, I'm assuming he does the Little Mario strat? This
Yes,
is like
he
his
does.
safe racing strat.
Mhm. This is
Do you-
also safe racing for PMniac as well. Really, to get a sub 5, or really sub 510 usually, you need to use small Mario strats.
So, do you think that GTAce, knowing that he has 3-0, might switch it up, might go Little Mario? I still
He
have to
might.
see.
He might. He did say he won race. He would go for it. This might be the race, but we are
He's
off.
won.
We are going soonish. Like, stream delay is a thing. Keep that in mind.
Thank you for reinforming me. I was
Yeah.
not aware that stream delay was a thing, but we've got the knowledge, we've got the power, and we have got a race for
And
up
we
3-0.
got some Super Mario Bros. 1 action here. Both going
Live.
down into the pipe. Going both out of the pipe. 376 for both of them. They're tied.
Flying. Speed of light here. Mario, I didn't know he
And
moved that fast.
oh, GTA's missing flag pull glitch, getting a 364. That should only be missing, or losing 1 frame roll, but it might be losing 2. It depends. That looks like 2 frame rolls to me. Maybe even 3. But definitely not more than that. But we're going to 1-2, grabbing this fire, leaving the bloody trail of Goombas and Koopas and all that. as we've stated multiple times.
Hey, don't pull me into this. You
Yeah.
are the commentator that's been painting this brutal imagery. It is a kid's game. It
Yeah.
rocks. You know, violence on the mind, and not really sure what's agitating him, but you know, I can understand. Go ahead.
Oh, GTAce, GTA in his name, I guess. Maybe that's where it comes from. Maybe not. I don't know. But we are in 4-1. It looks like PMniac has pulled ahead a little bit. More.
He's making moves.
Yeah,
Doing what
he's
he has
still
to
ahead. And he really needs to stay ahead if he wants to not be down 4-0 going to Game 5, which is always daunting. Getting 340s, no time save or loss there, which is good for PMniac and not for GTA's. But none of them lost any time, so that's always good. Now going to 4-2, both wanting to nail this wrong warp, and both wanting to continue on as they've been. PMniac has been very well this race. They both nailed the slide, and they're both going. And oh, GTA is slipping up a little bit again, missing that pixel. PMniac, I thought he was a little too far to the right, but the game proved me wrong, which is a good thing. And does not mess it up, and is an 8-1 first. And he is ahead.
It's looking good. I don't know if
It
we've
really
seen
is.
PMniac ahead going into 8-1 thus far in these races.
I don't
Correct me if
believe
I'm
we
wrong.
have. Yeah, I don't believe we have. But right now, PMniac in the lead by a little bit, not too much. It's got to be like a second at most. Maybe definitely less than that. They're right on each other's heels. And they're in 8-1, which is a very scary level. Not as scary with Fire Mario, but still very scary. A lot of jumps, a lot of enemies, a lot of piranha plants, pipes that are annoying. And a lot can go wrong. Hopefully they both get good judges. And because there's like around a 1/4 chance you get bad judges and lose a frame roll, which is miserable. You can't do anything about it. And but it
Really?
looks like PMniac still is in the lead, barely by like a frame roll. You can see them mirroring their movement. Well,
Yeah, it looked like GTA's actually caught up a little bit there.
yeah, it looks
despite
like
them-
he did save a frame roll.
So how does that work? If they both finished at 200, it's still
Yeah,
possible to fit
It is
in.
still possible because it is right on the border. Oh, PMniac getting hit though. This is
Uh-oh.
not what he needs at
Yeah.
all, actually.
Going into 8-3 as Little Mario.
This is scary.
I don't know.
Really big yikes here.
He's gonna have to put his big boy pants on, basically.
He really is. He's going to need to go for everything here. GTA still has Fire Mario. He is in the lead. He is definitely in the driver's seat.
He's driving this car. He's
He
running
really
away.
is. Oh,
Swerving.
PMniac getting the mushroom. Smart move, except it's very slow.
Yeah.
But
So-
it is definitely the safer move, and he is an 8-3. I do like that
Respect
strat,
it.
and he gets hit, so, you know, ended up being worth it in the end, except getting hit slow. Hopefully, he makes it by. And he does. 233, though. Fireworks. Don't really want that.
Fireworks. That's so crazy how that finishing at 1-3 or it's 1-3 or 6, right?
1, 3, or 6, yeah. And in even Lost Levels, which is the Japanese sequel to this game, it's based on coin count and
Really?
timer, both. Yeah, it's pretty arbitrary, really. But it works. Not fun for speedrunners, but it does work.
Oh, okay.
PMniac not
He's
getting wall jump. GTA's did get wall jump though. He's 4 for 4.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nutty for a frame perfect trick.
How does that fire not hit him? That blows my mind. Look
Yeah.
at these fire
That's-
things. They aren't even.
that's
What?
something.
Okay.
Oh, we get hit at
Okay.
the very end though.
Okay.
Okay. He's Bowser to play nice. And yeah, slows down and he finishes with another 509, even getting hit there. Insane time. While PMniac's right
GTA's.
behind him. Almost like a mirror of last match, except really not. Oh, challenges Bowser, challenges the Hammer's paying the price.
Yep. That's
But
a big prize.
GTA's getting another sub 510. That's his third. And the other one was a 511. Insane times. Truly
So-
a nut. We've said it over and over again.
Little Mario strats incoming from GTA's. It's 4-0.
Getting the wall jump though,
Nicely done.
always great to see. getting the turnaround pixel, or the turnaround wrong warp in the turnaround room. Don't know why it's called that, but it is. Probably because you turn around.
That could be it.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible. What does the chat think? We'll get a
PMniac
response
does
shortly.
finish up there, going right through. Finishes up with the 609, 1 minute apart exactly. How about that?
Whoa.
Yeah, but game 4-5 coming up. GTAce has a chance to close this out with a 5-0 bop down. PMniac doesn't want that to happen. Although GTAce is a very strong player, PM, no scrub. He's in the tourney. There is a cutoff to be in the tourney.
There is.
He's
And
got
he made
a
it to round
5.
2.
He's been grinding for that sub 5. He's been going for it.
Could be some nerves, you know. Has there been a tournament before for SMB1? Any percent?
There has, there definitely has been. I can't really think of any examples right now of ones that have been, but there's definitely has been. Nothing like this before. No best of 9s, really.
Yeah, best of 9, kind of wild. It sounds like a lot, but I mean, we are only 35 minutes into this thing, and it's almost over.
Yeah, people thought that the triple bingo tournament going on at Super Mario 64, the finals was a best of 5. People thought that was way too long. That ended up being a nut the entire time. Recommend watching the VOD to that.
Yeah, that was
And
kind of
checking out our SM64 channel in general, !SM64 or !SML in the chat if you're interested in Super Mario and SM64 action.
Yes. We got a lot of Mario. We got Super Mario Bros. We got Super Mario 64. And looking to expand.
Yeah, right now we have multiple tournaments going on. Actually, later tonight we have the debut race, I would call it, of this Mario Kart Double Dash Time Trials tournament between Average Trey and Optimistic Emo at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So look out for that. That'll be amazing. Just stay on this channel because we've got action all throughout the night tonight.
Non-stop.
Non-stop, starting with Celeste. Before this, we have this now. We got more Super Mario Bros. After this, Celeste after that, and then Mario Kart Double Dash. Bam, 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 bam.
Mario Kart Double Dash actually sounds super hype. Do you know the format they're running for that?
It's a very interesting format. I believe it's higher seed. Well, it starts out with higher seed choosing track and a band combo, as you would call it, a vehicle character combo, because there is Double Dash. You have 2 characters in a vehicle, and if the loser from then on then chooses all of the tracks, and you just gotta win. I would say. I believe it's a best of 3. Also, they're off. Once again, we are reminded that there is stream delay.
Yes. If you weren't unaware, let me just let you guys know something about Twitch. I hate to break your heart, but unfortunately, there's a couple seconds of stream delay, but we're going game 5. GTAce up 4-0, and he's going for sub 5 strats, as confirmed
really is
in the chat. Not bothering to get Big Mario.
379 though, that's not. He might lose a frame rate here. We got a really high 379. You won't lose a frame, but typically you do want to get a 380 out of the pipe and 370 end. But he does not get it. Looked like he was about to get it, but I was looking wrong. Might need to get some updated contacts, even though I just got a new prescription like a month ago. Going to 1-2. GTA's ahead. PMniac.
Yeah, look at that little Mario. So small. So fast, though. He actually moves faster. Is that correct?
He doesn't move faster. But, I mean, it's faster to not get mushrooms. So, you know. It balances out. Actually, it doesn't. It's just faster in general. PMniac getting hit? Or, oh, wait, he goes above. I didn't see. Or did he get hit? I wasn't looking.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. There is a few seconds of it. Really. It depends on the NES, but he did get hit. Small going into 4-1 shouldn't be a problem, as GTA should show us. 4-1 is a fun level because it's the easiest level. It's still a very difficult level. You still have these 10-frame pipe jumps. You still have stairs. I hate stairs. The stairs at the very end to climb up. And nails them. Nails a great 4-1 from GTA, and a really good one so far from PMniac. Should both close out with 40s. Yes, they're both good 40s.
Spicy.
If PMniac wants to win a game, well, he has to win this one. Otherwise, he loses the entire round. But he.
That's a good point.
Yeah. He also. This would be the one that he'd be. Oh.
Okay.
GTA's getting the clip. That's insane. He gets the 420. Or the Blaze It. Shouts to XX_420 Blaze It _XX for finding that trick.
What they call it?
Yeah, they call it the Blaze It clip or the 420 because the guy who found it. Shouts to XX_420 Blaze It
I couldn't tell if you were joking. I didn't think that was a
No,
real
it is.
person.
It is not a joke. It is a real person. He is a legend among Super Mario 64, Super Mario Bros. Runners.
How much time does that save?
It saves a lot. It's kind of an automatic, hey, you get frame roll, or you get wrong work, because you don't have to do any bumps, and you just kind of clip through the bottom of it. It loses time compared to not doing, like in Warpless, it would lose time. However, this is any percent. It saves time because of you get into the wrong warp pipe quicker, and it's a nut. It really is. GTA's messing up a little bit there at the end. No problem. Still ahead. But not by much. PMniac right on his tail. Just finishing up 8-1. But here we are in a 2. Very difficult level. Especially Small Mario. There's some very difficult jumps and tricks that occur. Not really so. Right, this jump right here, to keep speed over that Piranha Plant is so deceivingly hard. It's hard to believe. We're gonna see a Bullet Bill glitch attempt from GTA's, and he nails it! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay.
That's a clock in the chat. Insane! That saves a ton of time.
How does that save time?
Okay, so you do wait for the Bullet Bill. Bullet Bill, okay? But the fact that you get the better flagpole glitch, you skip not only the flagpole coming down as you will in a regular flagpole glitch, but also the walking to the castle movement, and the countdown just kind of starts immediately. It saves your frame.
Okay.
So it all balances out and, well, really overbalances and makes that trick amazing.
He's put out speeding. Might get a speeding ticket. Should put a seatbelt on in case of a crash.
But he is cruising through wave 4. Oh, missing the wall jump. Yeah, he hits that Koopa on the front, so it kind of messed up his setup a little bit. But still ahead, basically almost entire 8-4. Will that be far enough right? It is. He got the exact pixel he needed to get for that round warp to work. If you go too far, if you don't go far enough right, then you'll just get warped back to the beginning of the castle, like that pipe will normally take you. But because you load the level to the right, load the pipe further ahead, then you just go back in the pipe and wrong warp it ends faster. 5-0 through 4, and maybe 5-3, maybe late split. Great job there. GG, 5-0 bop down, GTAce.
GG indeed. GTA sticking to his word. Going for those sub 5 strats. Not getting the sub 5, but still making it happen.
5-4 is an amazing time. It really is an amazing time. PMniac in the water section should be finishing up shortly. Ooh, okay, I thought he was gonna get hit there. Barely manages to miss it, even though the hitbox is weird. Yeah, I don't understand it. No one really understands it. Getting hit there by the hammer and invisible, so that's never. Okay, makes it fun. 545 GG to both of them, especially GTAce99 for getting the 5-0 bop down on PMniac. Great job to both of them. Yeah, GTAce really looking like a strong contender to take it all, honestly.
Yeah, that was some pretty consistent stuff. Nothing stopping him in his path. We've got PMniac in the call. PMniac, how are you feeling?
Hello. I'm okay. uh, there was nothing that I was not expecting for, so it's okay.
Yeah, you played very well overall. You, especially those last few races, you end up getting some very good times, getting a little unlucky, challenging the Bowser with the hammer in one of the races, and getting hit in A2. But overall, I think you played very well. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, that death to Bowser was really stupid. I should just have waited and finished the run earlier at least. And yeah, the runs until 8-1 or 8-2 were kind of awesome. Not awesome, but they were good overall. But yeah, everything died in 8-2.
Yeah, it was a little rough. GTAce, how are you feeling now after that?
I felt I played pretty well.
Yeah.
Fire strats.
Consistent sub 510 into 511. Kind of insane, really. Great times from you and PMniac, both of you. Who some great races, really. Real fun to commentate, real fun to watch. I'm sure all the viewers had a lot of fun watching. You guys put on a great show. How do you feel? Yeah. How do you feel about that sub 5 strat race, the last one, GTA's?
Well, I immediately screwed it up in 1-1, so I'm like, okay, I'll and hope to finish. And it worked out. I was able to show a couple of cool stuff, like the clip in 4-2 and BBG in 8-2.
Yeah.
Luckily in 8-3, none of the bros killed me, so I was happy about that. That was the main focus at that point. Please give me good luck in 8-3.
Yeah, I think you showed off every single, crazy clip, glitch, strat, except for 1-1 flagpole glitch and 8-3, and 1-2 clip, but 1-2 clip doesn't really count because it's kind of impossible, really, unless you're.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, unless you're Cosmic or something else. PMniac, how do you feel about I guess, well, we were talking about your performance in general, but how really what you could have done to improve in these races, and I guess
I think I should practice 8-2 a lot more, and yeah, that's basically 8-2, and maybe try to learn the 2-frame wall jump in 8-4. Not that it mattered in this tournament, but it should be something that I need to learn for future races.
Yeah, definitely helpful to boost that speed a little bit, get that edge. Well, good stuff. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you continue.
Good stuff, gentlemen. GTAce, you will be going up against I'm Dangerous 20. How do you feel about that in round 3?
Well, he's really good. I'm not sure about consistency. I haven't watched him play recently, but it looks like he was doing really well in his past races, so it'll be a challenge for sure.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Yeah. What are your, I guess, future plans for this game, both of you? I know you've been doing a lot of Warpless GT, and you're going for the sub 5 PMniac, but are we going to be seeing the 456 from GTAce99 anytime soon?
Not a 456, but I'm aiming to get the 458 in mid-2011. I will get a NES console from the United States. And
mid-2011?
Going back in time.
I need to gather some money to order a NES from the America over to Portugal and get an EverDrive as well.
And a time machine. Well, I'm assuming you already have a time machine if you're able to go back to the middle of 2011.
Did I say 11? I meant 2019 Kappa.
Glad we got,
Close enough.
I'm sorry.
PMniac trying to cover up the fact that he has a time machine, but nobody really falling for it. Gonna have to go and try it out.
I'm sorry, I meant 2019.
DTS, what about you? You're very close to 456, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've done plenty of 456 attempts, but a lot of them have died in 8-4 to like the one frame jump, of course. One died to Bowser. I've had a lot of bad luck in there.
Yeah.
And it's really
that's
draining,
rough.
so I kind of switched to Warpless, and now I'm trying to get a sub 1910 with a small fire.
That is a great strat.
Yeah,
Good
it's really
stuff.
fun.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing a Warpless tournament for GSA soon.
That would be pretty banging.
It really would be.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much. Or go ahead, PMniac. What were you gonna say?
I am looking forward if you guys do a War Plus tournament. I really need to improve my PB, so this is
Okay.
really great for
Well,
motivation.
yeah, a
so
Warpless tournament would be great.
Yeah, there will
keep doing
definitely be
it.
more
Good
tournaments in the
job.
future.
Definitely. This one so far has been awesome. Some really close matches, some really close races. But thank you, PMniac. Thank you, GTAce, for the race. GG's once again. Good luck in your future endeavors, GTAce. And
Thank you.
thank
It was
you.
a really fun race.
yeah, it was great to commentate. I mean, I didn't know much going in, but I learned a lot just from that match. And I don't know, this game's pretty crazy. There's a lot
It
more
really
to
is.
it than I previously thought. So
It's a
Yeah, it's one heck
Game
of a
full-
game.
one
Hidden
heck of
wonders.
a game indeed. Hot diggity dog. Well, thank you once again. Thank you, Rocks, for the slammin' co-commentary.
of
Shout outs-
course. You as well,
shout outs-
Sam.
Thank you. Shoutouts to Piner for putting the restream on for us. And that's about it. We've got Kaku. Is that how you say it? Kaku52.
Kaku52 versus Royal Gamer.
Yeah, that's coming up at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So in about 40 minutes. And we also got some Super Mario Odyssey going on at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time over at Speedrun SMO. And, you know, there's some Celeste going on after that and some Mario Kart Double Dash. So if you're looking for some competitive speedrunning action, today is the day.
Pretty amazing schedule for today and tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Loaded tomorrow.
It's
loaded.
stacked.
We're just loaded.
We're fully loaded.
This
extendo clip.
This is going to be an amazing weekend for GSA, and tonight is going to be insane. GG to both runners. Thank you, Pine, for the restreaming. Sim for the co-com. Viewers for watching. And the resub. Yeah.
Peace out. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for hosting.